Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our Bitcoin morning update. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to the new trading week. So we all wish all of us, each of us, some good luck for this trading week. And if you guys also wouldn't like smashing that like button, we will go straight over to those charts. So as you can see, we're having a nice little rally this morning, heading for, obviously we've got the top of this range here, and then what I think realistically is this target of around 12,000. I believe is pretty much predicated off this break of this here, of the high of this 9, as you can see. Once we broke above that, that was my buy level. I sort of extended the line just to show some historical relevance also. But yeah, basically trading above there, and we are now accelerating to the upside. So this is looking very good until it doesn't, but I mean it is looking good. Obviously momentum indicators, stochastics are going to be looking good also here. So all in all, a good start to our Monday morning. You can kind of see that this is looking quite constructive now. Obviously we took out the level we drew in. This is our next level to take out this 11,000. Well, we'll call it 11,900 just to be on the safe side, and just to be on the conservative side rather than the safe side. I mean, nothing's more or less safe in trading. It just is what it is, isn't it? And then yeah, the target is up here, and then if we did break out of here and have a massive move up, that wouldn't look out of place, basically, in the context of the larger time frame. So that is looking more and more likely a potential target, but we've taken it step by step. We obviously had this initial step, we've got this step here, then we've got this step here, and then we have got the potential move. So do I think that will happen, like step all the way up? Not likely. I believe we would get up to here, maybe play this range out a little bit, maybe come back and back test around sub 12,000, and then yeah, maybe get catapulted up. Then that would look wholly reasonable as well, although that's just pure speculation, but just something to be aware of. It's just how markets kind of tend to work. So let's have a look at those stochastics, shall we? So as you can see, 4 hour getting all the way up there, so this is going to be giving us some nice upward momentum. Still got room to run, and still can get jammed up there if we start to have a good move. 10 hour obviously nicely moving up, looking to get to the bullish half above the 50 read. So not there yet, so that has got plenty of room to run. 12 hour just turned up now from a very deep retrace. So if this 12 hour gets going, guys, then we will be in for some good things. Some good things will be happening. Daily, as you can see, looking like it may start to turn up. Yeah, we've got that to look out for. I mean, as long as we stay where we are, it will turn up. Where we are or higher, it will turn up. And then, 2-day and 3-day are basically turned over for the time being. But that does not mean that they can't just turn back up and get jammed up there. And in much the same way we sort of had this price action with the daily, and then obviously weekly now looking good. Still looking to take out this high read on this stochastic. So this could really get us going as well. Yeah, so all in all, things are looking good, constructive, looking like we have got nicely caught at this horizontal and this trend line. We have nicely reversed off a 12-hour 9, and we have also got the dollar index. We'll just whiz over to the dollar index, go to the 4-hour, so we can see this a bit clearer. You see the dollar index here. We sort of got a trend line. If we lose this trend line, then yeah, I think that'll be it for the dollar, and we can stick a fork in it and it will be done. But yeah, we have got this. We'll extend this all the way up to this horizontal just for the sake of aesthetics. Yeah. So yeah, if we take this out, which we are looking to come towards it, then yeah, realistically, that should trigger downside. Taking out this low here should trigger downside. Taking out this low should trigger downside. So we have got a lot of downside triggers. Clearly, this level can be support. This level could be support, but then I think it may just form a head and shoulders. But yeah, but if this level does form support, yeah, I mean, by all means, we could turn back up, take out this and make some progress upside. But given the macro picture, do I think that is a likely scenario? Not necessarily. It's not necessarily. Is there a massive all-time record high short position in the dollar? Yes, indeed there is. Is that cause of a concern? Potentially, but would I also offset that against the fact that there is a lot of dollar exposure in the world markets? So if we have this moving down in the dollar and an election coming up and spending and everything and all that jazz that has downward pressure on the dollar, would commercial hedgers, would people not want to be hedging that exposure by going short the dollar against their actual dollar liabilities? Yes, they would. So is that playing a part? Potentially. So am I as concerned about it as I would be? No. So let's have a look at some of the other indexes which are clearly going to the moon. So here is we'll just click this on the daily to get a better picture. As you can see, broken above this acceleration upwards, as you would expect, broken an important level. We consolidate, we traded sideways in a tighter range. Now you would expect expansion on this and expansion further than where we are at the moment. Nasdaq. Is that the one? Yeah, yeah. So this is the cash market that's not open yet. This is the futures market that is open. So as you can see, Nasdaq is making a nice move up. So if we look at this, 11,672. We are about 11.6, so we are about up here at the moment on this daily chart for the Nasdaq. So we are making basically a beeline for the top of the channel, which we spoke about was clearly a likely scenario, and we could get there on a daily 9 as well. So it's sideways to down once we hit that. Russell obviously is a laggard, just by its composition of companies that aren't necessarily getting free money, and also financials are massively underperforming. So the XLF is not doing very well. We'll have a look at the XLF after this, but yeah, you can see though we had this horizontal, we broke out, and we had the daily 9, we back tested, we tested in the daily 21. So I would expect, especially in sympathy with the larger markets, you would kind of expect it to try and make a move up to here. But like I said, we've got a lot of financials in the way here. We'll just have a look at the we'll just show you the financial index. You can see how pathetically weak this is compared to everything else, getting rejected by the 200 daily twice. Basically I will just clarify the situation with financials. Banking is just obsolete at the moment. If the Fed is just going to keep printing money and keep rates low, and is looking at directly giving people like a Fed card with money on, I mean, that just bypasses the traditional banking system, which is actually only loaded up with liabilities that are potentially going to deflate. I know that we talk about inflation, but when you have inflation and deflation, some things inflate, some things deflate, and it's not all just a set amount. So a lot of their things, like say real estate mortgage loans, liabilities, they can deflate. Things can deflate, guys. Things that banks are holding can deflate. So banks are basically the borderline obsolete, the borderline pointless, the borderline useless, because the Fed is basically taking over. So this is always going to be a laggard. We did have this massive run up here, pullback run up here. Yeah, we have got a trend line here, but realistically, guys, like I'm saying, realistically, these guys don't do much anymore of use, and are only a liability to themselves. And I wouldn't even say on the actual broader economy, because they're just broader economy wise, the Fed will just print. So this is the problem. This is the problem the Russell has. The Russell has a problem that it is heavily biased by financials, by especially regional banks. So that is it really, guys. That's all I kind of wanted to look at. We are looking at a further breakdown in the dollar. We are looking at further taking out of these levels, onwards and upside, onwards and upwards. 13k, 14k. I mean, realistically, we're getting into the zone where it's just you target anything to the upside, and we'll get there. Joking, not joking. But anyway, so that's it, guys. Obviously, obviously we've got the downside still. We've got this trend line, we've got this horizontal, we've got this level here, and we've got this level here. These are the downside triggers. And yeah, we got caught by the very first one. Fair enough, it was 2 at 2. We got a double whammy here, so it was good to get caught here. What that does tell me though is that if we don't make progress above this 11,900 and we do get rejected, that will and we do come back down, I think we would lose the trend line and would lose this horizontal, and we'd come and test this zone and just form that sort of rectangle box that I've been talking about. But that doesn't happen until it happens. But if it does happen and we do come back down again, I will be looking for a higher likelihood scenario playing out of coming down. So there we go. So not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I will speak to you guys later on today.